Guys, welcome back to Nat's Corner. So in today's video, I'll be doing a little nostalgic for you guys. I'll be talking about some old toys that I have had and stories about them and where I got them. I actually got this idea from one of Jessie V's videos. I will link her channel down below. If you love spooky and creepy stuff, you will love her videos, and story times, you'll love her videos. So please go over to her channel and subscribe and give her some love because she's an awesome YouTuber and she gave me an idea for this video. So before we get into that video, as always, subscribe button is red, click it and make great to make my day and become part of our wonderful NatNat fam. And pull on the bell notification to get notified whenever I post new videos, or just come back every once a week. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to be talking about is a mood ring. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know what mood rings is if you grew up in the 90s like I did. But if you don't know what a mood ring is, I'm going to tell you what a mood ring is. So a mood ring is basically just like a toy souvenir kind of thing for kids. Anybody can wear a mood ring, I guess. It's basically just like a ring. A really like bulky ring. Well, when I grew up, it was a bulky ring and it was called a mood ring, and it could tell you what mood you're in with the color. But I figured out that it's just like the heat. So when you're in a mood, the heat of your fingers can tell what mood you're in. It was like different colors. Like blue would mean like happy, outgoing. Green would be like in love. Like there was like all kinds of different colors to tell you what mood you were in. I usually always have blue and green, so I was always happy. I was a happy child. I was anxious sometimes. I was in love, you know, young love, whatever. But a mood ring can also, it does have a lifespan. If you get wet, it does die. So when it turns black, that means it's dead. The lifespan's gone. I don't know how long a lifespan is of mood rings, but yes. But come on at Lake of the Ozarks. There's a place Lake of the Ozarks called Dog Patch, and I go there all the time. When I stay there, and it's a souvenir shop, and that's where I got my first mood ring. Me and my sister both got one. But ours are always blue and green. Ours never got other colors. But those are like the most common colors that most kids and people have in their life. I guess. I don't know. But yes, they do have a lifespan. I never knew that. So when it turns black, you either got it wet and it's dead, or you've had it for a while and it's no longer works. But I have figured out that they have different kinds, like they have different like designs for mood rings. They're still the same thing, but they're different designs and different styles around. So mood rings are still a thing, but they actually modernize them to not be like the old ones, not to look like the old ones. Now they look more fun and more unique, I guess you could say. But I loved my mood ring. I wore it every day, but I haven't gotten a mood ring after that one time I had one. But I really would like one again, but I don't know if I would ever get one again. But yeah. One is the Magic 8 Ball. Now, the Magic 8 Ball, I never had one. Me and my siblings never got one. I don't know if my brother had one. I think my brother might have had one for a while, but the mood ring that I actually used was my friend's. So my friend had an 8 ball, and whenever I went to her house and we didn't know what we wanted to play, we would do the Magic 8 Ball. We would always do it every single time, but it would be like the first thing we played, in the middle of playing, or the last thing before we went to sleep for sleepovers or whatever. Now, a Magic 8 Ball, if you don't know what that is, I don't know if you know what that is. A Magic 8 Ball is basically like a fortune teller. Like it's a big ball that's black. There could be different colors, but the original one is black and it has an 8 on it. And then it has like little, you like ask a question and shake it up and it will tell you the answer. Now, I always believed in the 8 ball because I was little and I was a little suspicious about stuff. But you know, I was a kid. I just asked like silly little questions, didn't really care. but I never had one of my own, and I liked it a lot. It's really fun. And like there's like other modernized 8-balls out there. They're not like balls. They're not like 8-balls, or like, you know, like the GBTs out there. There's also like old fortune teller animatronic out there, like Zoltar and stuff like that. There's stuff like that out there, but the 8-ball I think was the first fortune teller that like came out as like a toy, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I never had one, but my friend, I always used to use it whenever I went over to their house because it was cool. You know, I didn't have one of my own, so I could never play with it unless I was over at my friend's house. So the 8-ball was really cool back in the day, but now looking back on it, yeah, it tells your future, but it doesn't really, I don't think it's real, to be honest. The second one is cereal prizes. Now, back in the 90s, when I was a little girl, I used to get Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, but they would have cereal prizes in your cereal box, like toys, books, PC games, CDs, movies. Like, I think I got, the only thing I remember is getting 3D glasses for the Spy Kids 3D movie in my cereal box. I think that was the only thing that I remember getting in my cereal box, but I know like my siblings got like different ones. Like they got like they got a lot of PC games in the cereal boxes. Now, back in the day that was cool, because you know, you're kids, you're like, oh, I got a little prize in my cereal box, yay. But looking back at it now, not a good idea to have those, because yes, they're cool, but if you have to assemble like the little toys in there, some of them can fall off into the cereal and you wouldn't know, and you could choke. And also, like, putting like metal stuff with food is a big no. Like, no, like, that's not okay. Like, don't do that. Like, no. Like, I didn't like it. I don't like how they did that, and now they don't do it anymore. But they actually did a safer concept, is now they have like games on the box. Like they have games like mazes and stuff on the box now, so they're all good. But I'm just saying, like, the Kinder Eggs are better. I feel like if you want like a little like surprise toy, get a Kinder Egg, because the Kinder Eggs, they have like the toy on one side and they have a wrapper where the candy is on the other side, so it's not gonna hurt the kids and they're not gonna choke on the toy anymore. Like, it's perfect. I mean, they have like different toys, like, but the only thing I remember is getting 3D glasses in my cereal box. I only ate one cereal my whole life, which was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So, but now I like Cheerios better. But I'm lactose intolerant, so I really can't have any. I can't have cereal as much as I want to. But yes, cereal boxes, toys were really, really cool, but now as an adult thinking back to it, not a good idea. Not a good idea to put PC games and DVDs in there. Like, I'm glad that they have like still something cool with cereal, but like now that it's on the box, it's more safer for kids. I'm gonna be talking about PC games. Me and my siblings had PC games. It was usually me, my brother, and my sister. They had all the games. I really didn't have any PC games because I was never on the computer that much when I was a child. But my brother had this game. I don't know if it was on PC. I'm pretty sure it probably was, or it could be on PC. It was called 007, and my brother, I don't know, they called it the Barbie level. I don't know. There was a level that was kind of, that my brother always let me play, and I was always play that one level on 007, and it was like my level, so I got to play that one level on 007, and then my sister and my brother also have Legoland or Lego Island on a PC game. It was just like a, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever played those, but me and my siblings would never, you know, it was just me and my brother and my sister mostly played PC games. I really didn't. I remember when I got a little older, probably like 6 or 7, I got onto the computer and I played the chess game that came on PCs back in the day. Like Spider Solitaire and chess was like a free game that you could play on the internet on PCs back in the day. And my mom would play Spider Solitaire whenever she had free time, and then me and my siblings would also play chess. But my brother and my sister had Lego Island or Lego Land or whatever kind of Lego game that they had, and then my brother would let me play 007 with him. So we didn't have a lot of PC games, but also my sister and me did play NSYNC. There was an NSYNC PC game that came with like a cell phone, which was really, really, really cool. Like you could call the boys and stuff, and it was, me and my sister loved NSYNC, so we did have an NSYNC PC game that had like the boys and it had like a cell phone. You could call it. I don't know how the game really went, but we just played with the phone most of the time. So it was a really cool game. But yeah, those are the PC games that me and my siblings played. And last but not least, the last one I'm going to be talking about is Polly Pockets. Now, if you don't know what Polly Pockets are, I'm going to tell you what they are, of course. Polly Pockets are like these little, like they're kind of like Lego people, but for girls. I would say they're Lego people, but for girls, and they don't, you really can't change their head or anything, I don't think. But they're like the same size as Lego people, and then after a while they did come up with like bigger ones, but they're not as big as Barbie dolls, but they're a little bit bigger than the little Lego pieces that you guys know about. They came up with like houses and like little houses that you could put in your pocket and take anywhere. I had a Polly Pocket that actually had a magnet on her, and I had like a little town, so I would put her somewhere on the town, and then I would move this little trigger, this little joystick that they had on the town, and I could move her around with the magnet that she had. So that was pretty cool. I had that. I never had like the little houses that other people had. I never had those. I just had like a little town, and I was concept with it. I liked it. I was okay with it. Like, it was a town. I mean, come on. She had like a little ice rink and stuff, and it was really, really cool. My sister said that she had like some of those little houses, but I don't remember that. She might have had it before I even had a Polly Pocket. I'm not really so sure. But then I do remember I got a bigger Polly Pocket, and you could like change their clothes and stuff. Their clothes were like rubbery clothes, but it was like, I liked having those big Polly Pockets because I could change her clothes and stuff. So it was really, 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 really cool. But yeah, me and my sister had played Polly Pockets until, I think it was until Barbies came out, or maybe it was, or when I got too old for Polly Pockets. I'm not really so sure when I stopped playing with Polly Pockets. It was a very, very short-lived episode. Very short-lived. I have some memories of it, but not a lot, so I don't think I played with it a lot. I think I played with it a lot when it was like when I first got it, but then after that I don't think I played with it that much afterwards. So yeah, Polly Pockets are pretty cool though. Like for their time, they were really, really cool, and I really liked them. But yeah, so those are all the nostalgic toys that I'm going to be talking about today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and comment down below if you had any of these toys, or if your siblings did, or anything like that. And please comment down below also if you would like a part 2 to nostalgic toys that I've had when I was a child, and from my childhood. And yeah, well, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.